Hey, this is Richard with a review of the Hotel Drisco in the Pacific Heights neighborhood of San Francisco. The Drisco opened in 1903 and is named after its original owner, L. Frank Drisco. It's the most highly rated of the hotels in this charming and pricey part of San Francisco. The hilltop location on the corner of Pacific and Broderick is convenient to the Presidio, the Lion Street Steps, and the Marina neighborhood. Prices at the Drisco are as steep as the hills surrounding the hotel. In the low season, you can expect to pay around $500 a night for an interior double, the cheapest of the hotel's 44 rooms, and over $1,000 for a two-bedroom suite. High season prices generally run about $200 to $300 more per night. Because of the prices, we were hesitant to make a reservation, but with the great reviews online and the no-fee parking and the free breakfast and wine reception every day, we decided to go for it and book an interior-facing guest room for 4 nights. The price came to a little over $3,000, or about $750 per night. The Drisco is a two-tone gray, 4-story building with an overhanging roof and a few bays projecting from the facade. The entrance side on Pacific is marked by a line of small tables and chairs and shrubbery threaded with decorative lights. We drove in on a Saturday afternoon from Oakland Airport. I pulled up at the curb and a valet came out quickly to help with our luggage. I then found a parking spot close by on Broderick in one of the spaces perpendicular to the street. It was the weekend, so resident parking restrictions were not in effect. During the week, however, there's a 3-hour parking limit for non-residents, and you'll get a ticket if you overstay that limit. That's why, if you're staying at the hotel during the week and you have a car, you'll need to leave your keys with the front desk so that the valets can move your car every few hours. Check-in went smoothly. Before we went up to our room, we hung out in the sitting room adjacent to the lobby. It's a lovely space with windows that look out on Pacific and Broderick. There are couches, chairs, and a desk for doing work. Even better, free coffee and tea are available 24 hours a day. The tea comes in several varieties, including a couple with no caffeine. There's also cold water with fruit and a bowl of orange biscotti. In addition, you can find copies of the New York Times and Wall Street Journal there. We hung out in this room several times. It's a useful space, especially since the lobby is so cramped. Our interior guest room was on the 3rd floor. There is one small elevator for which we never had to wait long. The stairs are right next to the elevator. Each floor has a few short hallways branching off a central hallway that runs from the front to the back. The walls are decorated with interesting historical photographs of San Francisco, including this one that shows the marina to the north before it was built up. Our room was at the end of one of the short hallways. The room was a modest-sized box in the neighborhood of 250 to 300 square feet, with cream-colored walls and carpet that contrasted with the dark wood dresser, wardrobe, and desk. A flat-screen TV was set on the wall angled toward the bed. The mini-fridge is not stocked with drinks, only some creamers for the coffee. Speaking of coffee, the top dresser drawer held an espresso machine already filled with water. It was easy to use, and the housekeepers restocked it each day. The bedroom and bathroom windows look out on a small inner courtyard. Lots of windows face you, so unless you're an exhibitionist, you'll want to keep your curtains drawn most of the time. The bathroom was good-sized, with marble tiles and a decent amount of counter space for toiletries. There's a shower, but no tub. The glass-walled shower was spacious, but the water pressure from the nozzle high on the wall was pretty weak. Products from Bulgari and Gilchrist & Soames were provided. The room was equipped with a few Anchor chargers that activate when you lay your device on them. No need to plug anything in. Standard USB charger ports that work even faster were available on the desk. The bed was comfortable, with good quality damask cotton sheets. An unusual aspect of the Drisco is a pillow menu that is laid out on your bed when you check in. The menu includes 4 different pillows: goose down, soft and firm silk floss, and memory foam. The menu suggested that all 4 pillows were on the bed, but we only found 2, and they were both soft. On the way out our second day, my wife asked at the front desk for a firmer pillow, and it was in our room when we returned. Signs in the hall request that guests honor the quiet hours from 10 at night to 9 in the morning. I found our room to be fairly quiet, although there were the usual hallway noises of doors opening and closing, plus the sounds of people clunking around in the room above us. It did get quiet after 10 to 10:30. A room on the top floor would have mitigated some of these noises, but we were unable to get one. There is a white noise machine next to the bed, but we preferred the noise provided by the electric floor fan that was in the room when we checked in. The complimentary breakfast and evening wine reception are 2 of the big draws at the hotel. Both take place in the dining room 1 floor below the lobby. Breakfast runs from 6 to 10 every morning. Food and drinks are served buffet style. Plus, there are a la carte items that you order by filling out one of the menus left at each table setting. I had an omelet one day, scrambled eggs another, but my favorite was the 2 poached eggs, which I served over toasted slices of the excellent sourdough bread. The Drisco buffet reminded me of the buffets in European hotels, with its jugs of fresh squeezed juices and glasses of healthy juice mixes. The dining room is a comfortable setting with lots of natural light and classical music playing softly in the background. You may find some loud talkers and cell phone yammerers nearby. If you want a quieter experience, go into the dining room and head all the way to the right, and you'll find a quiet nook right across from the wine cellar. Dinner runs from 5 to 7. The hotel does not describe it as dinner. Instead, it's referred to as a wine reception, but you can definitely cobble together a dinner from the offerings there. The centerpiece of it all was a big serving dish of Swedish meatballs. They were decent. Other options I tried include some middling sandwiches, along with the typical charcuterie assortment of cheese, cold cuts, bread, and olives. I particularly enjoyed the dolmas, the guacamole, and the salsa. Dessert included candy and cookies. For drinks, there was a selection of wines that the servers would pour for us, and a serve-yourself cart with all the fixings for classic cocktails. Down the hall from the dining area is a business center with a computer and printer, and a small gym with cardio machines, dumbbells, and a weight machine. The Drisco also provides guest passes to the nearby Jewish Community Center, which has a full gym. The hotel offers a number of services for its guests. One that we found useful was the chauffeur service that will take you anywhere in the city free of charge. I should say it's free if you decide not to tip the driver, which isn't very kind. The driver will take you anywhere in the city, but will not pick you up. So it's essentially a one-way trip. There's an extra fee if you want to go to the airport. We used the service once to go down to the financial district. The car was a comfortable Audi sedan. The driver played classical music at a low volume, a pleasant way to travel. The service runs until 11 in the morning. I got the impression that not many guests were using it, as the car seemed to be sitting out by the front entrance a lot. The hotel also offers free use of its collection of e-bikes. These are pedal assist bikes, meaning they provide a boost only when the rider pedals. The Drisco's bikes have 5 different assist levels based on the difficulty of the terrain. The Pacific and Presidio Heights neighborhoods have some really steep hills, so even at level 5, you do have to do some work. Each bike has a basket for your stuff and comes with a helmet and lock. The bikes are stored inside the service entrance on Broderick. The valet gave us a quick and useful briefing before we set off. We took a tour of the Presidio, the large park on the northwest corner of the city that was once an army outpost. I highly recommend that ride. It offers great views of the bay and the Golden Gate Bridge, at least when it's not too foggy. The neighborhood is great for walking, too. There's a wide variety of domestic architecture on display, including a lot of Victorian-era houses done in shingle style, Queen Anne and the like, alongside neoclassical mansions with some modern styles sprinkled in. The neighborhood is also home to several Michelin-starred restaurants. If you're feeling like a splurge, some of them have pricey tasting menus. Spruce, Atelier Cren, Anomaly, and Sorrel are among the best. We decided to keep it more casual and walked down to California Street to eat at Routier, a Michelin-starred French restaurant with some terrific appetizers. I recommend the potato pave topped with Dungeness crab and the sweet corn risotto. If you get a hankering for Italian food, Garibaldi's is close by and decent. On the entertainment side, the area is home to an historic movie theater called the Vogue. It shows both new and classic movies. In summary, the Hotel Drisco offers a quiet, comfortable stay with good service and amenities. The prices may be steep, but then again, there aren't a lot of hotel options in this beautiful and mostly residential area of San Francisco. Plus, if you stay at a cheaper hotel but end up paying $75 or more for parking and another $50 for breakfast, then the prices at the Drisco start to look more reasonable. Bottom line, I would definitely stay at the Hotel Drisco again. In fact, I think I'll start saving up for my next visit. Hope this helps. Thanks for watching.